And the first one, like you mentioned, is data, right? I mean, data is everything from my perspective. There's no high quality or well functioning machine learning organizations without good data, right? And ideally legal data that's been fairly acquired, right?
Hmm.
From our side, I think it's worthwhile mentioning quickly how we got our data. So we're training models that put out one-shot samples, right? So our data are one-shot samples. And we took a very manual path to accumulating our data set, which I think I would personally actually recommend to anybody working in like the audio or even visual space that are building algorithms. If you want to train something that is used by professionals, you need to have professional quality data that matches what they would also expect as an output, right?
Hmm.
Um, so what we did was actually generate most of the sounds ourselves. You can
Mm.
say generate or design. So I own a bunch of music gear. My friends own a bunch of music gear, drum machines, and so on. And we spent, yeah, you have a bunch of music gear behind you. We spent the first probably month or so once we validated the problem and solution, just curating a data set. So that looked like me jamming out on a drum machine for a couple hours, then splitting
Terrible,
those
terrible. I'm
sounds.
so sorry for you. I'm honestly, that's yeah, that's like a terrible, like a startup life.
I know it's funny because like I also was only doing this project for about a month and I was fresh off working a full-time job and I was sitting in my living room you know generating kick drums and I was like, wow, this is amazing lifestyle. Like I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, but if this has worked then this is great, you know.
I don't want to do kick
Um
drums for the rest of my life. For next a few years, I will do snares, right? And hi hats.
yeah, exactly. So got to switch it up, right? But yeah, I mean, we generated a few thousand samples on our own. Then basically the rest took from open source royalty free databases online, which
Mhm.
I don't know if I would recommend that because there's a lot of garbage there. I hate to say it, but it's true. Also makes sense, right?